welcome back to Herrick Gaming and this 18th episode of our Pure Mage series. We are still here in Coldharbor. I'm having so much fun going through Coldharbor and the Vigilant mod with all of you guys and all the things that you've shared with me. Hopefully I've helped you out some. We have so far, I think, found every relic along the way that can go into the museum. I'm trying not to miss any of them, so if you follow this playthrough and do what I do, you should find every relic. I am calling them out as I see them. Hopefully at the end of this, we'll be able to go through and put them all in the museum and see what the full display looks like. We're heading back into the slums. We went into the slums once a couple episodes ago. We went upstairs, we killed a guy named the Beggar Chief, and that was for a museum piece. Today we are going downstairs in the slums. Let's head that way. All right, so we are looking for a doorway that leads up, and this time we should be able to follow the quest markers. Yeah, Beggar's Path. That's the one you want to go down. Not too worried about the trash mobs there. Just, they can whatever. Now here, oh, they followed me through. Good for them. All right. He can stay there. He's taking a nap. It's fine. It's fine. Let him sleep. All right, make your way across this little flooded village. And then we're going to make our way back upstairs on the other side. There we go. Up and through this doorway. And you can go through the Slums Harbor if you want. We're here at Cadwell's house. Fine, he's gone. You can unlock that if you want. That is one way out. We'll come back through this way on the way out. Grab this. Cadwell doesn't really talk. It's weird that he's here. I've talked to him. And I'll ask him some stuff. Oh, this time he did. From the frost of icy Mora, announcing a new age. Oh, interesting. I'm not going to listen to any more of that. The last time I came through here, he wasn't making any noise. His lips just moved. So it was likely bugged. All right, we're going to make our way through there. I'm going to show you. You can run through this. It doesn't really cause too much issues. But there's a boat right here. I'm going to take the boat. We're going to do it the right way. First, let's talk to Inquisitor Pepe. You remember him. We've seen him a few times. Matter of fact, he was the first person we met walking into Coldharbor in the church.
You're finally here. What kept you so long? There's nothing worth stopping for in this wasteland. You're a right lazy one. Even an old man like myself managed to overtake you.
You know where this sewer leads?
To the prison tower. It's a place where people who fought against Elysians were imprisoned. Beware of the leech monsters along the way. They are rampant here, and far worse than the people in the slums.
The leech monsters? Tell me about them.
You must have seen people infested with the leeches on your way here. Whatever remains of them ends up here. Some call them Mary's children. The Elysians burned her on the pyre for, supposedly, being a witch. Some say she consorted with the Morlike Ball and gave birth to those monsters.
You just mentioned Mary? Tell me a little bit about her, please.
The masters called her Mara. Mara. The name of one of Anuiel's damned usurpers.
You know this place a lot better than I do. Can you tell me anything about this dock we're on?
Originally, it was used to transport criminals and other goods. Workers and beggars settled around and gradually built a large city. Elysians burned this town many times out of fear of the plague, but it always started rebuilding the very next day. The Elysian Order finally gave up, and even granted the city some autonomy. Ironically, the thrashing plague broke out here in the following year.
Of course it did. What happened then?
The people here had no chance escaping the plague. Mountains of corpses clogged the sewer, and Lake Rumar was filled with blood and decayed flesh. Then, they started burning corpses every day. I remember it like yesterday.
I just had a flash like I was entering combat. Nothing should be happening here. Okay, let's move on. This boat ride is very... Oh, I haven't looked down here. Is there? I want to look here, make sure I'm not missing anything. I didn't come down this thing before. Okay. Just jump on the boat, hit E, and off you go. Grab yourself some potions if you want them. A little bit of wine. Empty wine bottle. Somebody drank it. Probably Mary. Could have been Pepe. He looks like he enjoys a good glass of wine every now and then. Alright, so nothing really happened on my way through here. There are these leeches, but in the boat they didn't really bother me. I think if you get out of the boat and try to swim through this, they might. I'm just going to let this go for a second. Be right back. Okay, we're just getting to the other side here. And we'll get that little pulley. And why am I not moving? Okay, don't forget to grab that key. You're going to want that key. Let you into places. And make your way up. Down a little. Behind this stairwell, there is a chest. Go ahead and grab that in case there's something good in it. Just a little bit of gold. And let's head in. Oh, no, that's Cadwell's house, but we should be able to now go right in and out of Cadwell's house with the ferryman's key. So now we have Cadwell's house unlocked. We could have master locked our way right through that if we wanted to and not dealt with any of that, but anyway, head up this way. Just blast that enemy that was blocking you and head right into the Imperial prison sewers. Okay. And most everything that you're gonna face through this is pretty easy to defeat. It's mostly easy mobs that we're gonna come up against. Oh, nice. That's ebony dagger. Assassin's corset. It's invisible. It's light armor anyway. I can't wear it, so whatever. It's a corset. That's probably why it's invisible for me, because I'm playing a male character. Okay. Yeah, again, none of these things are difficult, but you got to make your way all the way down. So go ahead and just blast your way through as much as you can as you come into areas, so you don't have to deal with them too much. The way out is going to be right up here. I mean, if you unlock this, could you skip the whole thing? Let's try it. Let's see if I can unlock this. Okay, I think I'm going to be able to. It's not... Yeah, let's see what happens. Can I skip going down this hole? Oh, I did. Okay, So if you come right out here, and let's just take out a couple of these guys real fast. Okay. See, up, that's where we would have had to come from. It's a 10-minute trek all the way down here. So if you have the ability to pick this master lock, that's saving you 10 minutes coming down that thing. Pretty nice. Okay, nothing good there. We'll talk to this guy in a second, and definitely don't miss talking to Atima. We'll talk to Atima here in a second. Let's take this key. All right, so I'm going to talk to the knight, then I'm going to talk to Atima, then we'll go beat Mary. What do you know about Mary?
She is a priestess of Mara from the time of the Elysian Empire. Apparently, she was a healer who could cure the Thracian plague. But there are very few records of her left. All I know is that she was burned as a witch by the Elysian Order during the outbreak of the Thracian plague.
And the leech monsters, do you know anything about them?
They are former humans, twisted by the Thracian plague and Mary's blessing. They rot again and again until they lose their human form.
Seen so many knights. What are you doing here?
I am tending the bonfire.
Obviously.
Those leech monsters fear it. As long as you light a fire, you won't be attacked by them.
Interesting.
Well, there are creatures like Atima who don't fear fire, but she is harmless.
Okay. I wonder why Atima doesn't fear fire. Let's go talk to her.
Talos, Talos, invincible, Talos.
Where'd you hear the name Talos?
Uncle Chaos told Atima about him. He said Talos is the 9th divine. But it is funny because there are only 8 divines. No matter how many times Atima counts. Khajiit even asked Mary, but she did not know. The old mother said there was only one god, and now Atima is really confused.
Aren't you afraid of fire? All the others like you seem to be afraid of it.
Mary dislikes fire, but Atima likes it. It is very warm.
You mentioned Mary. Can you tell me about her?
Mary is very kind. She does not hurt Atima like her old mother.
Old mother? Former mother? You don't like her very much, right?
Atima hates her. Atima hates her old father, too. They hurt Atima. Bad child. Bad child, they said, because Atima is a Khajiit. They made her wear a collar and beat her with the whip.
What are you doing down here?
Playing with dolls. Look.
Oh.
Mary made a doll for Atima. You must be jealous now. No?
Oh, so jealous. What even are you?
Atima is called Atima. It is a nice name, no?
Sure. Okay. Alright, let's head into here. Mary's not difficult, by the way. Let's make sure we're on the most difficult setting. I think we should be. Oh, we're not. Let's put that back on difficult. And let's hit save. Oh, because you know why? Because I'm getting ready for my next series. I don't know if you guys saw the community post on that. Check my community posts out sometimes. I'm working on the next character playthrough. vampire assassin named Millennia. It's going to be a ton of fun. She's got a full backstory. I've got that. Go through the community section of my page and check that out if you're interested in it. I'm pretty proud of it. Now, I will say I did use a little bit of AI's help with the creative writing. I knew the story I wanted, but yeah, I'm not that creative. I had some help with the AI a little bit there. Anyway, the story is mine. The creative writing isn't necessarily mine. All right, let's take out the little mobs and then fight Mary. Oh, we got another one here. All right, they said Mary was afraid of fire, right? Let's switch to conjuration. And let's go with the ancient flame. Let's see, which one's the highest one I have? That's flame. First. Ancient flame queen? I don't remember that one. Interesting. Let's check her out. And I accidentally just changed my offhand. So let's fix my main hand. So let's fix that. All right. Let's throw down some ancient flame queens. Nice. Let's call out Mary. Throw some fire on her right off the bat. Oh, I'm getting trapped. All right. Make sure. Sometimes when I use AoE and I have conjures out, they get mad at me and they fight each other. Okay. We are now into another dream sequence. Look who it is.
Are you Mara? To appear in the image of Elysia? Are you mocking us?
It's Pepe without the mask. If anybody ever wanted to know what Pepe looks like, there you go. I will remain silent throughout this whole thing, and then at the end I will give him a mocking stare, I think is what it's called. But so that's the route I'm going to take, and I'm just going to let the story play through.
Good. Stay silent. You have no right to speak as it is. Why in oblivion would you interfere with us now? Don't you know what will happen to you tomorrow? I was not informed who you are, and I don't care whether you truly are her or just her imitation. But tomorrow, you will be condemned and burned in the pyre. And those kissing your feet today will throw you in the fire tomorrow at my merest jester. Are you aware of this? Yes, I think you are. Look at the stone. Can you turn the stone into bread? Of course not. How could you? Man shall not live by bread alone, With those your words? And, as if by Shazar's will, a Daedra rose up against you in the name of this bread. It can't have escaped you how the masses followed this Daedra in droves. Mundus is full of the starving, and it was them, shouting for bread and salvation, who tore down your tower. I'm sure you intended to raise a new one, but it's useless. You will not complete even the foundations of the Tower of Fate. If you had not tried to build a tower, you might have been able to alleviate the suffering of the people, but you did not. And what did the people do? They came to us, the Elysian Order, crying that the ones who promised to steal the heart of Shazar lied to them. If you truly are Mara, then accept this stone. Then its fires will fade, and this abominable tragedy will end. But you will not accept it. For one who denies the miracle also denies the Daedra. People would rather believe in the miracles than in the Daedra. So much so that they even create their own miracles, and would soon believe even in an Inquisitor like me. You do not want to make people slaves to the miracle. Their freedom of faith is more important to you, was it not? Your love for the people was simply too deep. It would have been better if you hadn't loved them at all. They would not have to go hungry then. But neither your love nor their free will is important. Just this mystery, this stone. Even if every last living being has to betray their consciousness, they must submit to this stone. Elysian Order was created for this, so we had to rewrite your teachings. We built our tower on top of miracles, mystery, and authority. We released people from this freedom, this free will, which can only bring them endless pain. And with the permission of the Elysian Order, we were compassionate to the weak, even despite their sins. Is this not proof of our love for the people? I will ask you again. Why in oblivion did you come to disturb us? The stuff of the Daedra belongs to the Daedra. The stuff of the Emperor to the Emperor. With those words, you wanted to deny us the stone, am I right? This stone is our authority and urn, and we will never give it up. Even if we have to renounce you and worship a simple slave queen. Already, 2,000 years passed since the Imga prophet found the stone in the dense jungles of Colovia. The tower has been waiting completion since then, but sooner or later, it will be completed. And then, everyone will live in bliss. Why did you reject the stone if you wanted to give people hope? Could you not turn Mundus to paradise with it? You could have united everyone, masters and servants alike. Perhaps you couldn't do it, but we, the Elysian Order, can. With this stone, we will build a great empire, spanning across the entire continent. With this stone in our hands, our empire does not have to wait for the return of Shazar. What I said will happen, and our empire will rise. And tomorrow, you will see the people flock to us, like the obedient sheep they are. At my sign, they will willingly place firewood at your feet, and you know why? Because you tried to stop us. If there's anyone in Mundus who deserves to be burned on the pyre, then it is you. Tomorrow you will die. Then it will finally be over. Go, don't come back. Never come back. Never.
Okay. I know that was a lot of talking, but that's good storyline stuff right there. I had to let that play out. There's the white pup. All right, so that is the end of Mary. Head back through this door here. Okay, we have one more stop here in the sewers. Two, because we're going to come back. We're going to talk to a team later on. We have one more actual fight, and this is actually a harder fight, in my opinion, than was Mary. That's right there, that soul shriven. So I'm going to just drop this down here. And yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, more difficult of a fight than Mary was. So be prepared. I will be using a lot of Touch of Death here. That is my basic full plan, is Touch of Death. And here we go. Touch of Death misses a lot. There we go. Okay, he's got a decent looking set of armor. It's not a museum set or anything, but it's a cool looking set. I don't know about that helmet. That is a big spike to be wearing on your head. Okay. Whoops. Welcome. Knight of Stendar. Yeah, those. This looks nice. I like this. I'm really gonna have to try this Vigilant story on a character that actually wears armor someday. There are a lot of cool armors in this pack. There is a chest back here if you want to grab it real fast. Otherwise, we are essentially done. And why does that happen? I don't know why that happens. The noise and then the screen shaking, it's been happening for a long time and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, no reason to go up that way. Head in here, click the upwards. All right, now that we're back at the top, if you were to pop off right here and head around that way, right there, that would be the way back out of this, the same way we came. Instead, though, we're gonna drop down here, blast this guy, and head up these stairs. Now, there are some baddies in here, nothing too crazy. You can pretty much just AoE your way through the room, figure out the maze as you go. It's not that difficult, really. You just keep going until you get to the other side, and you'll eventually figure out the right way. There's a chest. Grab all that stuff. Oh, hello. Let's take these guys out real fast. Okay, keep following the maze, not that way. And there it is. Stairwell up. That's what you're looking for. And once you get up here, take a right. All right, we're gonna have a bit of a fight here. This guy's not super strong. I really like his armor. And unfortunately, it doesn't drop. Only the shield does. The armor, I think, looks really cool. I'd like to have it at some point. But it doesn't drop. Or at least it hasn't for me. So you can grab a shield, but the armor that he has on, which I actually think looks pretty darn good. Flip him over. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I like that. The red highlights on it. I like that armor. But unfortunately, we can only grab the shield, and none of it is museum piece anyway. All right. Into the prison tower. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw everybody to us here. Let's see. Start blasting on them, let them come to us. Good. I think that's cleared this main room here. Now I noticed before, let's go to nothing. I noticed before that there's a master locked door up there. Excuse me. I have not tried to go through it. I do not know where it goes. It is possible that takes us to the final room. Give me a second. Let me try this. Okay, I tested that out, and absolutely it does take you straight to the final boss and out the way we want to go. But before I go do that, we are going to come back. We're going to go through that master locked gate, and we're going to take out the final boss. But before I do that, there's a couple of things that we want to make sure not to miss. So let's hop up here. Watch out for traps along the way. There will be little traps. Most of these aren't set, but get a false sense of security and accidentally set one of them off. Okay, this is one of the things we need to make sure we don't miss. So go ahead and talk to this Khajiit. And we want to buy from him. It's called the White Cat Ring, I think is what it's called. But I'm gonna go through his story first, and then we'll go into his purchase screen. What are you doing here?
Jazan is thinking how to get out of here, but the sewer is full of leeches, and the big guard is watching the prison entrance. Jazan will not be able to get out anytime soon. And there are only a few bottles of skooma left. Jazan's end is near.
Tell me about this tower.
This is a place where the Elysians throw everyone they do not like. Jazan was thrown in here because he spat skooma at the Inquisitor. Jazan may also be a thief, but he must now endure stinking food in the stinking hole.
You spit at the Inquisitor? Skooma too? Why?
Because he was a fool. Those bastards wanted to hang a boy who was saved by Mary. This Khajiit could not allow that. Jazan jumped on the gallows, but he did not think what to do next. So he said his opinion first, and then spat skooma at some people. Those fools did not know what hit them.
You mentioned Mary, didn't you? Do you know anything about her?
The Maiden of Mara. You offend Jazan. Of course he knows her. He saw her being burned on the pyre by the Elysians. She did not scream. She just looked at them and turned to ashes.
All right, let's see what you've got for sale. And then, as far as I'm aware, this is the only place to get the White Cat Ring. Maybe it drops somewhere. I've never seen it. It's possible. But you will need this for your museum. So go ahead and grab it here just in case. All right. There's one other thing we want to do at the top of this rope. Hopefully I can get back down, right? Yes, I can. All right. So be careful. There is a trap wire right here, and we're on the wrong side of it. So if you try to just set it off, it will blast you. Go ahead and make sure you're behind this wall before you set it off. And then a couple of bone crawlers are over there. They're going to come out. Not a big deal. Okay. Chest back here. And one more bone crawler, I think. Yes. Oh. He was already dead. Interesting. Grab that chest. Come up here. And take a quick left, and guess who? Yes, this guy again. This guy finds his way into every possible cell throughout Coldharbor.
Oh, that again. Julianus himself must be guiding your steps.
Trapped again. Why am I not surprised?
I'm just resting for a while. Not even a coward would attack a man in prison. But I actually shouldn't be locked in here. But somehow...
Were you looking for alcohol again?
Please don't say that. The wine in the cellar was certainly good, but this time it's different. I only wanted to see whether there are any of my friends here.
And were there?
Oh, my search led me to... No, none of them was imprisoned here. Truly, our Night Order is the best.
You know anything about the prison tower?
It's an ancient prison. From the Elysian dynasty. Even in the time of Elysian and Raymond Empire, this place was full of sorrow.
Alright. So he's out now. Oh, I didn't see these. Oh, this is similar to what you step into with the Night Mother. Interesting. I didn't see those the first time I came through here testing this out. All right. I'm just going to make my way right back down rather than fight through everything in this tower, which there's nothing I actually need from any of them. I'm going to take the shortcut route. Go back to where we came from real fast. And unlock this master level gate. So I'm gonna make a quick save here. And let's start picking this lock. I'll be right back. Okay. So as soon as we cross the threshold, the boss is going to appear. We're going to be sealed into this room. And so I'm going to go ahead and call out, once I enter the room, I'm going to call out some conjures, and we're just going to go to town on them. There he is, the Warden. So, trying to lock on him is way harder than just aiming at his feet. And so what I'm doing is I am switching up my Fire Blast, whatever that one's called, with my Touch of Death. just to make sure touch of death that lasts 4 seconds is constantly staying applied. And then I hit him with the elemental blast and then go back to touch of death. And that's how I stay healed. All right, one more touch of death should do. There we go. Now, the Warden's helmet is what we need from him. I actually think it's cool looking. It's got the weird spikes on it. Then it's got moving, glowing. I don't recall another item that has the moving, glowing effect like that. I'm sure there's something out there. I can't think of one. It's pretty cool. Kind of pretty, I don't know. That's just horrible English, sorry. Anyway. So we got that guy, and of course we can now summon the Warden, which I don't know where I would summon the Warden. He's 80 feet freaking tall. And I don't know if I checked this room for a chest. Let me take a quick peek around this room for a chest. I don't see anything. All right. This is the way we would have come in had we gone the long way. And this is the way you go out. So we are now at the prison tower exterior. Up here. And we are going to cross the bridge. Next episode, there's a bridge right in front of us. And we are going to cross that bridge. Let's see if I can't show it to you. Don't want to get in too many fights right here. Yeah, we'll just do it next episode. But we are going to cross the bridge. It might be this way. Yeah, I think it's this way. And head over to the center. The Imperial City. And we'll start making our way around locations in the Imperial City starting next episode. So that's pretty fun. We're getting closer to the end. Anyway, this was a ton of fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it and maybe got some useful tips out of finding some of the museum pieces. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you in the next one.